kilo. This is because.
I mean, you'll probably be remaining with skin and bone in some time now, huh?
Mm.
But it's good, huh? You look very young. You look very fit.
Okay, thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. Hi, Yukio. Hi, all.
Hi, Elena.
Hi.
Elena, we were waiting for you to join in for us to start now.
Thank you, thank you. I was a bit late.
So, so let's start. I Nasser to do the introduction.
Okay. Once again, thank you, Yukio, for accepting our invitation to do a second Visio conference. I hope you are not feeling bad after your accident yesterday during the running. I saw the pictures on the Facebook, and I hope also that the marathon tomorrow in Oita will run smoothly and everything will be fine and no major problem. Honestly, we were confused to put in the invitation Tokyo 2020 or Tokyo 2021. This was a big problem for me and Surain and Okri. We didn't want to decide differently, so we put it 2020 since it's actually 2020. So you will introduce us about what is going on in Tokyo for the preparation for the Paralympics next year. And we hope that it will be a good benefit for everyone. Thank you once again, Yukio. Thank you for the assistance to be with us every week. Now we are at about the 22nd Visio conference. We are happy that we have some of our friends and colleagues who are every Saturday with us. Thank you, and I will leave the floor to you, Yukio. Thank you.
Yukio, just 1 minute. I just mute everybody and transfer the host to you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Unmute yourself, Yukio. And I'm making you host. Okay, Yukio, you are the host now.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Now I'm having my document. Okay, thank you very much, Nasser, for you introducing me to everybody. And then now, I think so somebody expected to see Kwanki, KK, our friend, as lecturer here on webinar. However, he has a very important some engagement. He received some award. Probably Mr. Funwantak, he can explain what happened to Mr. KK. But anyway, today, so I'm making some presentation about the preparation for 2020 Tokyo. And then so NASA mentioned about, but so please, the games that should be held 2021. However, organizing committee, so never change the logo and then the title of the organizing committee. Now, so we keep using Tokyo 2020. But anyway, I hope to see you, everybody or some of you in Tokyo in 2021. Okay, then anyway, here the title of my presentation today is the technical organization of para-athletics Tokyo 2020. Then now I found some names here, the participants for this webinar. Then some, my good friend from Monaco, who is responsible for 2020 Olympic Games, Imre. Then also he's the specialist for the technical organization for World Athletics. Yeah, and also I'm very happy that to find, so not only Imre, but also so many friends so related to World Para-Athletics, also World Athletics. But anyway, today, so my topics are, I have three parts. Then you remember, the last July, I made a presentation about the role of technical manager. Then at the last, I will use the similar document presentation made in last July, because the last time I mainly talked about technical manager's role for the generally for the athletics. But today, I want to emphasize role of technical manager and then technical persons for para athletics. Yeah, now I think that most of you remember what I made I explained the last July. But please allow me to say some similar topics as the last July. But anyway, first, part one is the Tokyo 2020, the events and equipment. Reason why I'm talking about events for 2020. And then at the beginning, I said that today, again, I'm talking about technical manager's role. However, compared with the Olympic Games, I think the technical manager and then technical person, equipment staff for para-athletics and then Paralympics, much busier. Because, you see, this is that everybody knows, this is the events for Olympics. And then next page, this is the events for Paralympics 2020 Tokyo. Then this is some detail of Paralympics. Then, just let me delete this. Okay, just so you can see, you can find on this page the event for Olympics. Only 48 events, men 24, women 23, and then universal 1. Then Paralympics, the number of events, 167, men 93, women 73, then universal relay 1, total 167. Can you imagine? So what we should do? Now, this is the reason why I said the Olympic Games has only 48 events. Then I think that most of you are involved with para-athletics now, you already understand. But some of you not involved with the para-athletics. Yeah, now just let me say something. Then the events only for Olympic Games, now this meaning not inside Paralympics, hurdles, steeplechase, pole vault, hammer throw, and then Paralympics, in case of Paralympics, only for para. Club throw, race running, but this is not for Paralympics, but World Championships we have. Anyway, the next year we have Paralympics in Tokyo. And then after 1 year, 2022, Japan will host the World Championships, Para World Championships in Kobe. Yeah, then also I will be competition director for the World Championships. Yeah, and also I hope to work together with you all. And then most of you, so many of you are coming to Tokyo next year as ITO, hopefully. Then after 2 years, also to Kobe as ITO, so welcome. Then the case of the Paralympics, then more items that we must take care. then this kind of the items, so we must, and then technical managers, and then other officials must be in their mind. Then prostheses, then eye patches, and then eye mask, tether, race runners, racing chairs, throwing frames, and then some other items. And then clubs, and then this kind of the platforms also at the Olympic Games, we don't have. However, the Paralympics additional items must be prepared. Also for 2020, also we have requested the government to make some arrangement for city throw at the National Stadium. The photo on the left, this is the platform used at Rio Paralympics. Then right, this is a National Stadium for Tokyo 2020. Then in London, John, I remember then your stadium, Olympic Stadium, also this kind of arrangement was made. Yeah, you're saying yes. And then we studied, we learned so much from London. And then we made this kind of arrangement. This is for city throw. And then, yeah, mainly this is the responsibility for throwing judges, but also we expect our technical manager to maintain the platforms during the Paralympics. Okay, then I'm talking about equipment. Yeah, this already, I was talking about this. And then next, then now already I'm talking about for part 2. Then now I have so many photos of the national stadiums because I guess that you are very much interested in the preparation for Tokyo 2020. Now, so the topic for part 2 is the stadium and events layout. Then a special reason why I want to talk about events layout, the Paralympics, something special. That compared with Olympic Games, more field events, more throwing events at the same time at the FOP. This is why I want to emphasize the events layout. Anyway, first, okay, welcome to Tokyo. This is the photo of our national stadium, mainly organizing committee is saying Olympic Stadium. But today, I must say this is also Paralympic Stadium. But anyways, this is National Stadium. This is the photo that taken outside. All photos are taken by me. Then the stadium has the already certificate, the class 1. However, now that Imre is in this webinar, we realized that still the logo is IWF. The certificate was issued the last November. I guess at that time, the states of World Athletics could not change to new certificate. But anyway, this is so I think the last certificate issued with the old logo. But anyway, this is a certificate for our national stadium. And then this is the location between our main stadium and warm-up track. Later, I will show you also photos of warm-up track. I was in London Paralympics. At that time, the distance between main stadium and warm-up track, 400 meters? Even for para-athletes, the Olympic athletes, I thought no problem. But for para athletes, it was hard for some to move from warm-up track to the main stadium. Now, so Chris, the Mr. Chris Cohen, he was driving the cart for some athletes. I remember. Then, this time, for Tokyo 2020, unfortunately, 400 meter or more than 400 meter, because this warm-up track is a temporary one, not a permanent one. Now, so temporary built at the baseball field, and then the government and the organizing committee could not find suitable the space next to the national stadium. This is why. So the technical manager, also our officials, then call-room judges, and then also other judges must think about how to make an arrangement. Especially call-room judges, then they must think. Also, as competition director, then we must consider, we must think how the transfer from the warm-up track to main stadium. This is very important. Also, for para-athletics, some other items, for example, so for city throwing frames, how to transfer, they're still not yet decided. But anyway, some additional topics, additional issues we must think about for Paralympics. Okay, more photos for you. This is a photo at the National Stadium. Last August, we organized the Continental Gold, so-called Golden Grand Prix. This is a photo. This is not for power, so this is why hurdles on the tracks. Then, in case of rain, as the Golden Grand Prix, the Continental Gold, we had so heavy rain. For spectators, no problem. However, for runners, lane 9 could be okay, not so much rain. However, as you can see, from lane 1 up to lane 8, rain for when using the bend. However, for 100 meter, as you can see, some athletes no rain at the start. But so from lane 1 up to lane 4, they will get the rain. Yeah, this is some, I'm not sure, but so some advantage or disadvantage, but I cannot say anything. But anyway, this is the situation of our national stadium. Can you understand? Then some of you attended the Rio Paralympics, the similar arrangement we learned from Rio, and then we follow the same way of the kind of the arrangement for landing pit, landing area for long jump and triple jump. Then later I will explain more detail, but I think then para ITOs, you understand why. So both sides, there's some additional the plates there. But anyway, now the photo shown on this presentation now, so width of this landing area is 2.75 meter. But for para athletics, in case the blind athlete, T11, T12 athlete will use here, the recommendation should be 3.5. But anyway, I'll let you know. I will show you some more detail later. But anyway, this kind of arrangement has been made And then this is just a circle for throwing events. But we have here for long throw and then for shot put, this kind of, personally, I'm not happy with this kind of layout, but so we must accept this kind of arrangements. Then I'm not sure that Imre happy with this or not. And anyway, can you realize this one? Some extended the starting line. This for which event? Then I guess this is for 5,000 meter. Some extending starting line, but not line. That's a max. And then when the starting line should be used, our technical manager will make white tape on. Then this is for relay, the takeover zone. Also, the wide view of the stadium. Okay, this is the starting line for, not starting line. This is just behind 100 meter and 110 meter hurdles. But at this moment, this is the photo taken during the measurement works for World Athletic Class 1 application. And then you can see at this moment, no starting line has not been painted. But after the survey works, already now, the starting line for 100 meter at the exact point. Okay, this is a finish line. And this is the starting line for the group start. I'm not happy with this. I don't know why. So white line must be with the is it okay or not okay? A little bit wider. But anyway, now no problem. So according to the rules, 5 cm the width. Okay, during the competition, this kind of arrangement not be made. But this is for the during the measurement, we put all take off balls. Yeah, this is for the triple jumps. Okay, then this I have already shown to you. This is for seated throw. This is not for Olympics, special for Paralympics. All the circles you can find this kind of arrangement. Then we expect our technical managers team to put two bars for at the circles. This then working together with throwing judges. Yeah. Yeah, some photos for city throws. So I found some experts of the ITO's teams of World Para Athletics. If you will have some comment about this, and then some friend from London, most welcome your comment. Some improving this. Okay, this is the runway for javelin throw. And then this is the break line for 800 meter. Then my friend, the Imre, I'm not sure he's happy with this one, but anyway, this is the cage used for Olympic Games, also Paralympics. But later I will show you the layout of the event for Paralympics. Then we have more throwing events at the same moment. Now we must have more cases This is not so big issue for organizing committee. But anyway, this is then the case for hammer throw, also for discus throw. Why he is riding the bicycle at the stadium? Yes, for Olympic Games, unfortunately, marathon and then race walking not be conducted in Tokyo. However, Tokyo people very happy. The marathon of Paralympics will be conducted in Tokyo. Then start and finish National Stadium. This is why he, as A-grade measurer, he is riding bicycle, keeping 30 cm the distance from the edge of the curve. Then reason why Mr. Karikomi, A-grade measurer, he is at the gate, meaning that this gate is used for the marathon gate. Athletes, the runners, are going out from this gate and then coming back from the outside to the stadium using this gate. This is why I put this photo for you. But anyway, marathon start and finish at our national stadium. Then here, indoor training facility for national stadium. However, this landing pit will not be used for Paralympics, also for Olympic Games, because this area will be used for second call room for Paralympics. Paralympics, we have call room 1 and then call room 2. However, Olympics, not using call room 1, call room 2, only one call room here. Then at the warm-up track, just a gathering point for Olympic Games. Also, this is some difference between World Athletics and World Para-Athletics, because for us, for World Para-Athletics at call room, more thing to do, especially call room 1, we must check so many things. This is why World Para-Athletics not using gathering point, call room 1, to expect call room judges to make so more duties there. Anyway, some more photos. Then now we have only the 7 or 8 minutes remain. I think that after showing the photos, that we must close once. Anyway, this is still photos at night. Oh, and then here, then you can see some steps. This is a temporary one. This will be used as mixed zone for Olympic Games. For Paralympics, we cannot use. Yeah, now so for mixed zone, Olympics and the Paralympics, different format, different arrangement will be made because we have wheelchair athletes cannot use here for mixed zone. Okay, night view at the National Stadium. Okay, I have some photos of the warm-up track. Even warm-up track, we have this kind of NASA platforms for bars for city throw. But also we need some the platforms because more athletes need to make a training. For training purpose, organizing committee will arrange some platforms. Then this is the landing area at warm-up track. As I said, this track is a temporary one. After the Olympic and then Paralympics, we must return this area to the baseball fields. Okay. This is the finish line at the warm-up track. Then main stadium, Olympic Stadium has 9 lanes. Then warm-up track has 8 lanes. Then track, then surface is Mondo track. Of course, main and warm-up track, the same materials. Okay, now so I ended the part 2, and then part 3, then not yet ending. Then still I must show you some layout. So how many minutes? 5. Oh, still I have 5 minutes. Okay. Then this is so the grand plan of our national stadium. Then this is the photo of Rio. And then what reason why I'm showing you this photo is at the same time, so many field events has been conducted. And then here one, then I think this is the shot put. And then this side is events using the cage. The other side also, in Rio, we had the cage. And then also another, the close to the finish area, another, I think, javelin throw was conducted. As such, different from Olympic Games, we have so many events. And then at the same time, also the field events must be conducted. So the competition director and then technical working together with technical manager and then other officials, we must consider now so the best so event layout. Then safety is most concerned. Normally the Olympic Olympic Games, the javelin throw and the discus throw must not be conducted at the same moment. However, for us, for para-athletics, we have so many cases. Then you see here, for example, day 3. This not yet confirmed, just a plan. At the same time, we have discus throw. This is seated, F52. And then javelin throw, F34, also seated. And then the other side, high jump, also. Then shot put. Yeah, as such, so plenty of events we have. Then always we have headaches. Also day 4, the morning session, discus throw, shot put, javelin throw, and then also shot put, ambulance shot put, seated shot put. This is day 5, morning session. Javelin throw, we expect 2 pools. Then we have shot put, also seated, meaning we have three throwing events. Hope starting time 9:30 and then 10:59. What do you think as ITOs? Here 2 pools, and also after 3 trials, that we will have only 1 circle. Yeah, now so could be okay. Now so this side only two throwing events, not 3 events. This is why this kind of arrangement we have made a proposal for World Para-Athletics. Okay, yeah, this is just an example. So what we are doing to make arrangement for the safety and then making the athlete comfortable during the competitions. But anyway, Srem, I think now I must stop. You are mute. Huh? How can I?
Yeah, okay, I'm here. Okay, so Yukio, what we will do, we have basically 1 minute left.
Yeah.
We will take, we will go to the next session. We will reconnect on the same link, and then you can continue. At the same time, we will take invite our friends to make questions. Okay, so let's connect immediately. The session is about to finish in a few seconds. We reconnect immediately on the same link, and then you continue, and we will have sessions or question and answers afterwards. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
So fine. New job, new apartments, otherwise so fine.
So
how is Mauritius?
Oh, nice. We are fine. We are locked from the world. We have no local cases. Yesterday they found one, so we might be in trouble soon. Else we're okay.
One. We have around 10,000 a day.
Oh my God. So we are better off. We are panicking because of one, and you have 10,000. So I just mute everybody, and then I transfer the host to you, Yukio.
Okay.
Unmute yourself, Yukio, and Nasser, unmute yourself. Okay, so now I make you the. Yeah. Okay, Yukio, you are the host. Unmute yourself, Yukio. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Then now for the question, and so at the end of the part 3,
you want to finish your presentation, then we can open for the questions. Or you have
yes, that's okay. Yeah, but for Paralympics, that's so very easy question about that. But not easy. What is the actual distance from the warm-up track to the main stadium? Yeah, just so. Yeah, in fact, more than 400 meters. Now, yes, you see, now so from warm-up track, then up to the core room 2, then athlete must go down to the slope. That if including the slope gets 450 meters or a little bit more. This is answer. And then the Paralympics. Then this is 9 days competitions. Okay, thank you very much. Then now hold on. Okay, now the part 3. I think that so this is main topic. I have already shown you the layout of the competitions, also some photos. And then now I want to emphasize the role of technical manager and then other officials, the mainly technical managers. Always I am talking. Then technical managers always so behind you, behind so people. And then we have a rule books. And then, yes, we understand the title and then the title of technical manager. But sometimes somebody asking what the technical manager is doing. Then the last July, I explained what he is doing. And now today, again, I want to talk about technical manager. So this today's topic, the technical organization. And then mainly now technical manager, so key person to maintain so competition para-athletics. Then technical manager has some additional works for the success of Paralympics. Now, especially today, I want to say some additional works that which should be made by technical managers during the Paralympics. Anyway, this is rules, the World Athletics Rules 2.11. Then sentences, then inside national rules. So all the sentences the same as World Athletics Rules. Yeah, so the technical manager's rule under the rules is the same as World Athletics. However, again, we must consider para-athletics has some more events and then some more equipments needed. I'm posted the world record application for World Athletics. But anyway, for World Para-Athletics, so similar world record form, then technical manager must sign for some pages. And then also technical manager must understand so measurement rectables must check. This is the same as my presentation I made. And then also here, so same. I'm using the same page used last July. But anyway, always a technical manager must work together with other officials. This is the same as Olympic Games. Even Olympic Games, the technical manager must work together with other officials. Also, the Paralympics more. Then technical delegates. Then just I change the photos. The photo on left, the technical delegates in Rio. And then the photo, the right. Also, we have 3 technical delegates appointed by World Para-Athletics. Then they are smiling. Then the guy, the Dave, and then Ruth, and then lead technical delegate is Tarek from UAE that you can find on the left photo. He's right here. He is also Tarek. Yeah, now we have 3 technical delegates in Tokyo. Then some are coming to Tokyo as ITOs. Also, they are your bosses. Okay, but anyway, the local officials, then competition director, I myself must work together with them. Also, our technical manager also must receive several orders from technical delegate. The most important, then the beginning of the session, we must walk around the competition site. The photo at the left side, this I use at the last presentation. This is a photo taken in the Doha at the World Championships. This is World Athletics. But the the photo on the right, this was taken in Rio. At that time, so Tarek, also the lead, the technical delegate, and then the World Para-Athletics management staff, head of athletics housing, and then Laura working together with technical delegates, checking the location of the platforms. Of course, in this time, then technical manager and then some key officials at our site must work together for next year. Then competition director, I myself, then I must make, so working together with the event presentation manager, I must make this this is not for Paralympics, then Para-Athletics, this is for the World Athletics, World Championships use in Doha, that also, or this kind of the timetable must be made for Paralympics. Then you can see the layout below. This is for Olympic events. For our events, more throwing events will be put on the layout, as I mentioned already. Then here, then right side, the same photo, so left side, the taken in Rio, the event presentation team. Then this time, then our event presentation manager for Paralympics, the Mr. and Heiken from Germany. Olympics, the Florian will be event presentation manager. But for Paralympics, the Heiken, he will be the event presentation manager. Now, the ITOs as referee, that you must work together with him. Okay. Then also technical manager must work together with the track referee and umpires. Of course, the cones must be arranged, must be prepared, and then any comment about the photo on the right side, it is okay or not okay. This is not okay. The cone must put on white line. Anyway, I expect our technical manager keep watching, and then of course, make arrangements so to making us cones on the exact point. Then here, especially for Paralympics, some extra works needed. The technical manager, and then together with umpires, and then track referees. Relay zone. Case of the visual impairment, the T11 and T12, as you may understand, some cases here. Here the relay takeover zone also must be extended. And then this is for universal relay also must be extended. Here the photo in Rio, the ITO, the assisting the technical managers. But here no problem, dear ITOs. We have the enough number of technical manager and his team members. The ITOs not necessary to make this kind of additional works. Just you can observe what they are doing. Okay, and then brake line for wheelchair races, we cannot put the brake line markers. Then according to the rules, so this kind of arrangement here, then I requested technical manager, this is just last week, the World Para-Athletics approved competition in Japan that I requested that our technical managers put the 5 cm tapes, each point, the location where normally the brake line markers should be put. This is for Paralympic, some additional works. Also here, the also technical manager that put flags. Okay, then working together with the start team. Then starting blocks, but this is normally, so technical manager not necessary to do so many things. But anyway, for para-athletics, then we must keep understanding. So two starting blocks, therefore T11, then T12, blind athlete. Then in case the guide runner that we're running together, and we, of course, so guide runner must use the starting blocks. Then also we must remember, then athletes, not necessary, starting block not necessary to be used at that time, and so we must, the system must cut, must not be used according to the rules. But anyway, the starting blocks, then some additional arrangement must be made for Paralympics. Then, yes, lane markers and then other equipment. Anyway, yeah, this is the same as Olympic Games. However, Also for T11, T12, and then universal relays, then some events, then 2 lanes will be used at that time. So lane 2, lane 4, lane 6, lane 8, lane markers must not be used. Only 1, 3, 5, 7 will be used. Okay, the location of systems for starting system. Also, this is not for technical managers. Their staff team must keep maintains. But anyway, we must work together. This is why I'm so putting these photos. Then in Japan, we request our technical manager to make, and then among our technical managers team, also we have surveyors, the governmental surveyors. Then we request our technical manager who has the title as the governmental surveyors always putting this kind of extended the starting line. But anyway, then for the Paralympics 2020 Tokyo, this is the role of our technical manager. I think that some country, so the start team are making that kind of the works. But anyway, then next working together with the TIC. This is a photo, the page, that's the same photo I used at the last July. But anyway, personal improvement. This form for Paralympics for 2020 Tokyo. TIC must accept, must receive this kind of the request, then must forward it to technical manager. Okay, then next, they're working together with the field event, the jumping event judges. The setup location, yes, already. Then takeoff board. For normal events, so same as Olympic Games, but something special for Paralympics here. Takeoff area, not takeoff board. This kind of the powder must be prepared, and then this kind of the arrangement, the preparation must be made. Then landing area, width of landing area according to our rules, World Para-Athletics rules here. 3.5, this is recommended. Then we have arranged the photo at the right. This is a photo at the National Stadium. During the VI, the T11 and then T12 competition, we will take the plate out. Then from here and then up to the other side, 3.5 meter. Now the World Para-Athletics and then technical delegates decided to use this runway because only this runway has the landing area with 3.5. Other landing area, 2.75. Yeah, so already the TD decided to use the runway close to the track. Okay. Okay, then working together with throwing event judges. This is so headache for technical manager and his teams because the setup of the location for this kind of situation, technical manager are then I'm not sure. Then your country, who will set up the landing area, the sector lines. I think that so some country the throwing judges. But so for us, technical manager involved with that. Yeah, then especially for the tape, white tape for landing sector. So more distance needed. Last week, we had WPA approved the competition, but we used the stadium, the university stadium. Then at that time, we did not have enough number of tapes, white tapes. Yeah, now, so it was very hard to set up the sector line for city throw and then some ambulance throwing events at the same time. But anyway, for national stadium, no problem. Don't worry, that we have enough number of white tapes. But so for broadcasters, once the competition ended, I guess so host broadcaster want white tapes out. Yeah, now so technical managers must think his teams to send to the FOP immediately after ending the event. Yeah, now so set up locations. So more important at Paralympics, I think. Okay, then landing sector, I explained that anyway, this kind of white line, so more white tapes needed for Paralympics. Okay, then the cage, then safety is most concern. Also, we need some extra cases, then more than Olympic Games. At the same time, now we have the possibility to discuss through 2 pools. This means that so 2 cases that so must put the parallel. In Rio, I remember we had that so discuss through at the so same time that so parallel as the 2 pools. But anyway, we must keep discussing with the technical manager and with the organizing committee what kind of arrangement will be made. But anyway, now so as the officials for Paralympics and then for para-athletics, then throwing event cases, more cases needed for para-athletics. So please remember. Then the platform, and then some, I have already explained about this. Anyway, the setting up for this, I have requested technical manager to send his staff to the competition site. Then of course, we must work together with throwing event judges. Then headache, as I explained, the transfer of throwing frames from warm-up area to the main stadium, Olympic Stadium. This is not responsible of technical manager. Yeah, we must assign somebody for this responsibility, volunteer or some. But then our officials must keep checking the number of throwing frames and they must understand where it is. Yeah, sometimes some throwing frames not transferred to FOP that still remain at warming up track. Yeah, also as competition director. So this is my biggest concern of how to do, and then considering the distance between the Olympic Stadium and warm-up track. Okay, then working together with the throwing events judges, of course, throwing improvements. Yeah, this is also same as Olympic Games, very important. Then for us, Paralympics, then more careful arrangement must be needed because so weight of implements. So more difference we have for Paralympics. Yeah, so at the storage, technical managers, so check first, and then throwing judges, of course. Yeah, this is so communication between the throwing judges and technical managers team, very important for us. Then also, technical managers must check the personal improvements are not only personal improvements, but also official improvements. We have expert, this guy, the photo at right, we sent him to Doha World Championships. And then he was checking the throwing improvements in Doha at the storage. And then for Tokyo next year, this is his responsibility. Now, so don't worry. Now, so we have the expert for checking improvements. Also, we sent a young guy. I guess some you remember, young guy. Now, so one of technical managers to Dubai World Championships last year. Then also he is assisting him for this role. So don't worry for everybody. But anyway, technical manager at role, so very important, checking improvements. Then we have club flow. Then at the high school, industrial high school in Tokyo that produced the clubs for Paralympics. Already technical delegate checks them and then they approve them to be used for Paralympics. Yeah, so we have now enough number of improvements, and our technical managers will keep them at the storage for the club throw. But anyway, the kind of the communication between technical manager and then throwing event judges, so many things must be made. Okay, this is just a conclusion. This is the same page used at the last, the presentation made in the last July. But anyway, today, so this is all I wanted to make. And if you have any questions for the role of technical managers or for the preparation for 2020 Tokyo, so please, so feel free to talk to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yukio. This was a brilliant presentation as usual. Can you transfer back the host to me? I will shoot one or two questions. Thank you. I will
okay.
shoot
how to back?
You click. You see my my picture here. There's 3
okay,
points.
Okay.
You click on the 3 points and you make me the host.
Okay. Okay. Now you are host.
Yeah, we will take a few questions that we have here in the chat room. Innocencio says, sorry, I did not understand what was the reason behind that point of not using cones at the brake line in case of the wheelchair racers.
I think also the Surain, you can explain. So anyway, this is our the rules that because the wheelchair, if wheel put on the cones, very dangerous. This is why so under our rules, para rules, so cones not to be used. Then instead of that, so just a tape put on at that point.
Yeah.
I hope, Innocencio, so you understand now.
Yeah. I will just shoot 2 more questions. It will be pertinent questions. Yukio, is it possible that we have a kind of coordination between the World Athletics and the World Para Athletics with regards to having standards for stadium construction that will, from the start itself, integrate the requirements of World Para-Athletic events in the conception of the stadium? Like for the the extended
Landing.
lines for the visuals, like for the long jump, where you need a wider pit, or for example, like for the throwing areas, where you do need to have attachment for the throws, seated throws. Is it possible that we can have these parameters given to the constructors of the stadium from the start itself, so that we have that immediately available for both events?
Yeah, I think that this is, I hope, still Imre here, or, but anyway, for the wider landing area, the World Athletic rules, that's a green text that already mentioned in the rules. But I think that for future, now, so World Athletic, the facility manual, so this kind of arrangement to be added to facility manual. If so, now, so constructors can keep in mind on the kind of the arrangement, I think. But anyway, we must keep talking with the Imre and the World Athletics for this issue.
Okay. I have another question also. You have, during your presentation, talked about and shown the seated the frames for seated throws, and this is always a problem with regards to the number of frames that come, because it is not standard and it is adapted to athletes. For the organizers, it is an issue in the fact that you need to have a big storage place for that, and you need to have a lot of controls after that. With regards to the situation of COVID-19 now, where air travel is very much limited and very expensive, is it not urgent and important that WPA comes up with a universal chair for the seated throws? That will automatically will reduce the burden of having to transport individually the chairs, and we'll have that available to everybody on the competition site itself.
This is a very, very important topic. Then I think another discussion about that. Then for our competition, because of COVID, then kind of the shared item, not allowed. So athlete must keep everything, even the bibs for guide runners. Now our competitions, we request the guide runner must provide by himself. Because the shared, this is some kind of dangerous we will have for the COVID. Even after use, making the alcoholic something. But yeah, now I think this is a very important issue. Yeah, we must keep discussing with the World Para-Athletics Organizing Committee, and then also asking the comment from our medical teams. What do you think, the student and then others?
Yeah, I will open the question, the floor now, to enable those who want to intervene. They can intervene, because I have a long question here. I will prefer that it's the person who said it that can ask the question. So I just open for everybody now. Huh? Okay, so you simply, those who want to ask a question, you unmute yourself and you ask. Yukio, unmute yourself, please. Yukio, unmute yourself.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
anyone
okay.
who has a question, just unmute yourself in an orderly fashion, and you can ask your question directly.
Okay. But the question from Jasser, this is not for the role of technical manager. This is judgment of the throwing judges. Always, we are facing the same problem. Yeah. Then I think who is the best person to answer this question?
I mean, yeah, we can leave that for. We will be having a session afterwards. As from next week, John will be starting with the specifics of officiating with regards to para athletics, but he will be starting by the track, and then we will be having another session with regards to the throws, and we can really discuss that when we go to the floors, how to judge really those lifting and so on. But John will start us from next week with regards to the difference in terms of judging for para-athletics and world athletics for the track events. He will launch that. So we will keep that with regards to concerning the rules to the next session. Okay, and Claudia says it is easy if the landing area for the Olympics become 3.5 for long jump and triple jump. Instead
I agree.
Yeah, then it's easier to put everything afterwards. So if anyone has any question, please go ahead.
Yukio.
Yes, John.
What's the proposal for medal ceremonies at the Paralympics? Will they be in stadium or out of stadium?
Good question. Now, so anyway, still, yeah. I will let you everybody know. Yeah, once decided. Yeah. But we don't have now so the kind of the park outside. Yeah. Now that we expect now so the ceremony inside, but the once confirmed, I will let you everybody knows.
Okay. So anyone else? I mean, Yukio, it was a fantastic presentation because you made us really be aware that things are progressing in Tokyo, and there will be an Olympic and a Paralympic Games because actually we are like everybody's just waiting and see what's going to happen.
Thank you very much.
So if we don't have any questions, I think we will conclude here. Yukio, you can say a few words before we close. I mean, if nobody has any question.
For me, not necessary to say so much already. I made so much. But anyway, I hope you everybody to be in Tokyo next year. But even so, not in Tokyo. So see you so through the TV for Paralympics. And then if you are not so much involved with para-athletics, I hope now you are interested in para-athletics. So welcome to join us for as ITO, as NTO, and then let's work together with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yukio. I will conclude here. It has been a privilege for us to have you, Yukio. Your experience shows your commitment and your devotion to the technical aspect. We thank you again for stepping in at quick notice. As you mentioned, KK is going to receive an honor today, and he had to step down. So thank you for taking over. Thank you, John, also for stepping in next week when we will be starting to talk about the difference in terms of officiating between the normal athletics and the para-athletics. And this will be a very interesting session. So we invite you to join us for our 23rd session next week at the same time. And we will be having, after John, we'll be having KK will be coming for his presentation on the 28th. So see you all next week, and we will be having a speaker every week, and we will maintain this tempo until at least mid-December. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Yukio. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and see you all next week. Take care, stay safe. That's the most important, and we pray to get back to our normal athletics and para-athletics very soon. So big kisses to everybody, and see you all next week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.